Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Thoughts on the Track. For today's track we are talking about the remake of Wii Koopa Cape in Wave 5 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. And well, playing through it again today, I'm realizing I maybe don't hate it quite as much as I originally thought I did. There's still a big problem I have here and we'll get to that in just a bit. Oh, don't worry. But that being said, there are some legitimately nice things about this remake which we will also discuss. As for a track comparison, this one reminds me of Dolphin Shoals. It's because this is a track you go above and underwater with different music for each section, and when you are in that underwater section, there happens to be some slithering sea creatures underneath, the kinds of creatures you encounter in Dolphin Shoals. So yeah, there's your comparison. Anyway, let's just address the elephant in the room with the track design, and that is, when you go in the underwater section, where are the shockers? They had the opportunity to bring these back from Mario Kart Wii, and they blew it. Of course, Mario Kart 7 had the same problem, ditching these shock obstacles for Cheep Cheeps. But at least they had some sort of obstacle. Here in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, there is no obstacle. Just spin away on the anti-gravity spinners, even though it doesn't really feel like anti-gravity. How lazy is that? The shock spinners were a key part of what made the original track so enjoyable, the thrill of dodging them as they spin by, and much like with Sunset Wilds, they simply neglected to bring back an important component of the original. That being said, they did bring back the half pipe, so I'll give credit there. You still got the Goombas chilling at the beginning, and the stream in the middle of the track gives you that slight speed boost that feels good. But that gets me to another thing that's missing in the underwater section. Where is the stream that gives you a speed boost? That slight excitement of a speed boost in the middle sure beats those anti-gravity spinners, I tell you that. Alright, that's enough ranting. Let's get into something that I'm much less disappointed in, which is the track artwork. As is the case with many of these Booster Course Pass tracks, you have a lot of cheering spectators, and you can see them as you race along, whether it be Toads, Yoshis, Shy Guys, or fittingly, Koopa Paratroopers. And I knew that this track compared to Dolphin Shoals because according to Mario Wiki, the manta creature returned from Dolphin Shoals, swimming under the underwater section. He's another neat addition, but you know what, Nintendo? If you were going to get rid of the shockers, you could have at least added the manta to trick off of in that underwater section. Okay, back to artwork. This is not a track that improved how it looks from Mario Kart Wii version in a significant way, but there's more detail in terms of the background characters that you see on the track, and that counts for something. Now regarding the music, I think I was so distracted by the shock of no shockers that it took me a while to acknowledge that, okay, the music is pretty freaking good. It doesn't change much from the original, taking the don't fix what ain't broken route that very much works with this track, but the little changes it does make are improvements. For example, the underwater section sounds particularly mystical. There's that country fiddling section that kind of sounds straight out of Wario's Gold Mine, and that's groovier than ever. Remember, I don't hate the music from Wario's Gold Mine per se. It's just a happy, funky, and energetic tune. I really have no complaints about it. Now, I got a question last week. Will I change my outro music to reflect this new version? Technically, I probably should, considering I do like it better than the Mario Kart Wii original. But do I like the overall track better? Well, if you were listening to the first part of the video, you could probably tell that no, I do not like the overall track better. It's because not only did they take away the electric shockers, they also had to take away that speed boost stream that I enjoyed so much. This was the problem that I had in Mario Kart 7 that they not only didn't fix, they arguably made it worse. So despite the fact that they brought back half pipes and the rest of the track design stays pretty true, I have no choice but to give the track design a 4 out of 10. The shockers were pretty much my favorite part of the original track, and the fact that it's still gone makes me sad. Then we get to the track artwork, and alright, I like it. More characters added, more background detail, that's all good. But it fails to stand out among some of the more beautiful remade tracks, so I'll only give it a 7 out of 10. Finally, for the music, I really dig the musical remake. And usually I don't give out such broad differences in ratings, but I have a nuanced enough opinion where I will do that for this track, a 9 out of 10 for the music. So this very polarizing version of Koopa Cape comes out to an overall rating of 6.5 out of 10. Technically, if you do the math, it's a 6.666666 out of 10, but I'm making it a 6.5 because I'm still so freaking mad about the shockers. Anyway, what are your thoughts on the Wii Koopa Cape remake? Am I bringing too much attention to the electric shockers? Was there other things they did wrong with the remake? Do you think there's things they did right, like the music? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you for Tour Vancouver Velocity next week. Bye bye! But before we go, to mourn the loss of the shockers, I present to you Koopa Cape in a minor key for the outro music.